Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Culture Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh, yeah! Fuck!
Gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Betfred Super League Round 3 preview and predictions. Round 3 of the Betfred Super League is here already. Unbelievable how quick the season goes, man. It honestly is unbelievable how quick it goes. And this week, it's the Nick from Australia versus CJ Moxley Cup. We need to come up with a name for this, CJ. It's obviously, we got Warrington against Salford. Your boys Warrington against my boys Salford. We needed to come up with some sort of name, bro, for this fucking fixture, bro. And by the way, bro, how's things?
Oh, yeah, things are good, dude. Obviously, the NRL's back this weekend, obviously. Betfred Super League Round 3. I remember when we were waiting for the Super League season to start. It's already Round 3. So, that's crazy. But, yeah, things are good on my end. What about you, man?
Yeah, very well, bro. Very well. I just want to say as well, I know the NRL is back this week. I know a lot of people who've been watching the Super League because it's been no NRL on. Don't lose interest in the Super League now just because the NRL is back. It'd be great if people can still watch the Super League games at 7 a.m. when they kick off here in New South Wales. So just because the NRL is back doesn't mean you need to take your focus off the Super League. This competition is a great competition. It's got a lot of quality players in it. It's got a lot of players that are young, up and coming, and just trying to improve and get better. It's not the NRL, obviously. The NRL probably, I'd say, is the number one competition in the world for rugby league. But you can't bash the Super League. It's a great competition, and it was proven when St Helens beat the NRL It was proven when St Helens beat Penrith in the NRL. So don't bash the Super League because it's just unfair. I want to say hello to the live chat. We've got a bit of a small crowd at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get more as we go on. We've got Jason Reader, who's always here. Shout out to Jason Reader, very loyal supporter of the channel. Jason, thank you once again for tuning in. I really appreciate it, my friend. Let me know your predictions in the live chat. We've got Damien from Newcastle. We met Damo, CJ, the other week at the WAKEFIELD game, and I must say, shout out to Damon from Newcastle, very nice bloke, and all the way from the UK, a really good support of the channel. We've got Sean Spencer, massive Warrington fan. He always sends me those videos of Warrington at the games there in the crowd going nuts, and I love it, Sean. So shout out to you, my friend, and all the best this weekend, obviously, Warrington against Salford. All right, CJ, let's get into the round 3 preview, eh?
Let's do it, man. Let's kick it off, eh? The big one.
And we're going to kick it off with a banger. Probably the game of the round, if I'm being completely honest. I think the odds are absolutely outrageous for this. So, round 3 of the Betfred Super League kicks off for us Friday morning, 7 a.m. New South Wales time. I'll be live streaming this game with you, CJ, on the channel. We've already got the live stream set up, ready to go. It is your boys, Warrington Wolves, up against my team, the Salford Red Devils. If you have a look at the odds, it's unbelievable. Warrington are $1.15 favourites. Salford, $4.80. I think it's an outrage that Salford are paying so much, considering they are 1 win and 1 loss to start the year. They were in the grand final qualifier last year. Warrington have won the first 2. But come on, this is just – the odds are crazy. Salford should be paying $2.50 or something.
It's big odds, isn't it? Big odds.
Crazy odds, CJ. But, bro, what a game. May the best team win. What are your thoughts on this game, bro? Warrington against Salford. Should be a great
without the bias, I think it's game of the round. I think it's probably the most anticipated matchup. I think, in my opinion, the game will be closer than the odds suggest. Being at home is the advantage, but you can't really write off Salford at the same time.
You can't write Salford off.
So I am expecting a tight, pretty good game.
If you're a betting man, you throw $10 on Salford, and if it gets up, you win $48. So the betting suggests Warrington win the game, but fucking hell, man, Salford at almost $5. I'm not sure who's in charge of the betting odds here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the odds are in the UK, but crazy odds, bro. Absolutely crazy.
It could be some random who doesn't watch the Super League and just looks at the results and puts it in.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if Salford had a one last week, would they have had Salford at $4.80? Probably not. Obviously, the key matchup here, bro, you've got George Williams up against Brodie Croft. Obviously, they are the main two halves. This is going to be a really good game this weekend. Obviously, you're going to pick Warrington, but do you think this will be a tight one?
I think it'll be a good game. I think we'll run away with it towards the end. Being a YM man myself, I'm going to tip Warrington by 12. I've got a scoreline of 24-12. And my first try scorer will be Matty Ashton.
Yeah, no, not bad. I think the thing with Salford at the moment, which is a little bit of a concern, their first two games, they had a lot of possession and they were unable to put them away. I know the conditions against Hull KR last week were quite ordinary, but if Salford can get a fair bit of possession like they did last week against Hull KR and actually execute and score points without dropping the ball on tackle 3, tackle 4, and if they have fixed up their attack, I think Salford will be right in this. I conceded a lot of tries last week off kicks, which was obviously not what they would have wanted. I think Salford can win without being biased. I really do. I think Salford have the game to win. Just got to watch out for Warrington, obviously Cassiano, Georgie Williams, Matt Duffy, all these sort of players. Very dangerous. I think this is going to be a great game. Paul Vaughan's the one that scares me a lot as well. I'm going to go Salford by 6, CJ. I'm going to go Salford 24 points to 18 in this one. And first try, you're going to go Matty Ashton. I'm going to go with I'm going to have a Callum Watkins there in the second row.
Well, Callum Watkins is a player we've got to target because I think he is a danger of player. So yeah, contain him well.
All right, well, let's move on from Warrington Salford. Let's go to the next one, my friend. We've got the Catalan Dragons up against the Black and Whites, Hull FC. This game is on Saturday morning, New South Wales time. Kickoff at 5 a.m. Sorry about the microphones all over the bloody place here. Again, the odds are surprising. Catalans are $1.40. Hull FC at $2.95. Hull FC have won their first two games. Catalans have also won their first two games, but I think the reason why they're favourites is because they're in France. That's probably why they're so short. But gee whiz, I reckon this is going to be a great game. The Dragons against Hull FC. Who do you like here? I reckon this will be a cracker.
I think Hull FC will go over to France and win. Catalans haven't really impressed me too much, even though they've been 2-0. I think against teams like Wakefield and Leigh, they should be winning much more than they have. Hull FC have looked better, so I'm going to tip Hull FC by 8. And I'm going to high scoring 28-20, and I think Jake Clifford will score first.
Yeah, this is a really tricky game to pick because Catalans in France are usually very good. I'm not sure if Mitchell Pearce or Sam Tompkins are back. I'm not too sure. I think they need to play if they're going to win. Hull have played a really good style of footy. They were very lucky to win last week against Leeds. They obviously stole it at the end there for Scott Taylor.
Yeah, the second half.
Yeah, the second half. But actually against Castleford round 1, the second half was horrible. So I think it's very important for Hull FC to fix up their second halves, like I said in the review last week. Call me crazy, but I'm with you. I think Hull FC can win. I think they can go over to Perpignan and actually win. There'll be nothing in it. I think this will be a really tight one. I'm going to go Hull FC by 4. I really am. Yeah, I'm going to go Hull FC to win. I reckon 26 points to 22. Bit of a high-scoring game. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Excuse me. First try. I'm going to go Tex Hoy.
Yeah, he's been in terrific form, man. So
He started the year off really well. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the whole FC are our specials by the looks of them. $3 basically. So
yeah,
not bad.
yeah, not
All
bad.
right. Next game. This game's at 6:45 a.m. New South Wales time for us here in Australia. It is Wakefield versus Huddersfield at Bellevue. Wakefield last week were absolutely disgusting. They were beaten, 60-0 against Wigan?
Yeah, 60-0.
Wakefield last week were a disgusting, putrid, deplorable team. They were an embarrassment to rugby league. And Huddersfield were really poor against Warrington in their first game of the year. They did make a bit of a late comeback, which was, I guess, a good sign for Huddersfield, but it just wasn't enough in the end. I think we both know which way we're going to go here, bro. Wakefield against Huddersfield.
Yeah, simple and easy. Huddersfield by 34 points. Or scoreline of 44-10. First try scorer, Jermaine McGilvray. I think Huddersfield's going to battle.
Yeah, look, I think Huddersfield win and win really well. I'm going to go the Huddersfield Giants by 24 points. I'm going to go a scoreline of 30 points to 6. And first try scorer, I'm going to do it for the first time this year. I'm backing him in. It's the tradition. Chris McQueen, Lightning McQueen, will score the first try in this game.
Chris McQueen, eh? Oh, he's just such a valuable player to bank on.
Oh, yeah. And, bro, look at the odds. $1.25 for Huddersfield. I'll take $1.25 for the Giants. Wakefield, $3.80.
It's a free
I'm surprised
win.
Wakefield aren't $380 after last week.
Huddersfield should win convincingly.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Now, this next game's on TV for us. It's this game is on TV for us, Fox League and on KO. This one's at 7 a.m. New South Wales time, Saturday morning. It is the reigning back to back, the full-time champions, the World Club champions, the best team in the world, St. Helens at the Totally Wicked Stadium against the Leeds Rhinos. The grand final rematch from last year in round 3 of the Betfred Super League. Grand final rematch, St. Helens versus Leeds. Again, the odds are absolutely fucking outrageous. St. Helens are $1.10. Leeds are $6.10. I know Leeds are 0-2 to start the year, but $6 for Leeds is just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with the odds. I know everyone's going to pick St. Helens to win this game, but you got to be careful with these grand final rematches because Leeds, they will be up for this game. They probably should have won last week against Hull FC, but they let it slip in the final couple of minutes. Leeds will be up for this, bro. I reckon this will be closer than people think.
Yeah, Leeds will fire up for its grand final rematch. It's probably their most important game yet. But I just think the class of St. Helens will get them over. So my tip is Saints by 18, 28-10. I think first try scorer, go John Bennison.
John Bennison on the wing?
Yep, John Bennison. Saints to win.
I'm going to go St. Helens, and I'm going to go St. Helens by 7. Ooh. I think this game is going to be closer than we all expect. It's the grand final rematch. Leeds were beaten by St. Helens in the grand final last year. I think if there's one game on the Super League calendar that Leeds have marked on the calendar to get up for and to be ready, I think it's this one against St. Helens. Obviously, St. Helens. We've had a few trips. I don't think James Raby will play. Makinson probably won't be playing.
Batchelor's out, yeah.
Batchelor's not there. So they are under strength. Leeds will take it to them, but Leeds have got to get everything right. They've got to do something about trying to contain the likes of Alex Walmsley, trying to stop the class and brilliance of Johnny Lomax and Jack Wellsby, Super Jack. But I think this game will be closer than we think. So I'm going to go St. Helens by 7. And for the first try scorer, I'm going to go with Sione Matauti to score the first try.
Ooh, all right.
Should be a good one. No, it's again. I'll be live streaming this game on Saturday morning, so should be fantastic. Let's go to the next one. Also on Saturday morning at 7 a.m., we've got Hull KR up against the League Leopards. This game is being played at Craven Park. Hull KR, $1.30. League, $3.45. Hull KR, 2-0. League, 0-2. League have been very competitive. They were in that game against Salford, obviously just fell short by a couple of tries. And they were in that game against Catalans last week over there in France, but obviously couldn't get home. And Hull KR, well, round one, they stunned Wigan at Craven Park. And then last week they travelled to Salford and got the job done. This game looks like it's one-sided, but it might be closer than we think, CJ.
Yeah, Hull KR's done really well to start the season. Lee's been competitive. I think Hull KR get the job done here, especially at home. I got Hull KR by 14, scoreline of 20 points to 6. And my first try scorer will be Jordan Abdul. I think he's in for another big game.
Yeah. I also should mention in the St. Helens game, I don't think I said an actual score. I just said a margin.
No, you didn't.
I'd go St. Helens 21-14, by the way.
Ooh, all right.
For this one, I think League will be in it again, but I just don't know if they have the class. Hull KR have been the most surprising team at the first 2 rounds of the Super League. I did not expect them to be 2-0. I thought they would be maybe 1-1. Or actually, no. I thought they'd be 0-2, considering who they played, beating Wigan and Salford. I think Hull KR win this one. I'm going to go Hull KR by 16. They'll be competitive, League. They will. I'll go Hull KR 26 points to 10. Fairly competitive game for League. First try scorer. I don't know if Ryan Hall's back or Lachlan Coote. I don't know if they're all back, but I'll just go first try. I'll go Sean Kenny-Dowd will be the first try scorer.
Yeah, he's always scoring for him. Fair enough.
He's playing well too.
Yeah, he's in top form, so watch out.
He's in really good form. All right, and let's go to the final game of the round. Now, this game will be very interesting. Also on Saturday morning at 7 a.m., it is the Castleford Tigers up against the Wigan Warriors. 7 a.m. New South Wales time for us here in Australia. Wigan, $1.50. Castleford, $2.50. Now, first thing I'll say about this, CJ, Castleford were at home last week against St. Helens, and they got pumped. They only scored the 1 try. Castleford, Wigan, they were dominant. How are Castleford going to win this game against Wigan at home? It's going to be tough for them. Personally, I think Wigan will probably win the game, but I guess the margin will be interesting. What do you reckon? Cass or Wigan? Can Cass cause an upset at the Jungle?
Look, I don't think so. I'm going to tip Wigan, but I think Cass can keep it competitively close. I'm going to go Wigan by 10. Wigan 24-14, and their first try scorer will be, let's give it to Liam Marshall. I think Castleford will give him a game, though, but Wigan will be too good. 24-14.
Yeah, look, I'm getting a bit of a sense that Castleford might be in this one. I don't know. I think last week they had their moments against Saints. They did bomb a fair few tries. So, look, I'm going to go Wigan. I'll go Wigan by 12.
Yep.
12 for Wigan. Wigan by 12. I just don't know where Castleford's attack's coming from. Can Gareth Woodard get them points? I don't know. Castleford is a really, I don't know, question mark team at the moment. Wigan, on the other hand, again, they were pretty average against Hull KR round 1. Obviously got beaten. And last week, they just went absolutely bang against Wakefield, as we all expected them to do. So this will be interesting to see where Wigan are at. But I'll go Wigan by 12. I'll go bit of a low-scoring game. I'll go Wigan 22-10.
All right.
And for the first try scorer, getting a really good feeling about Liam Farrell, to score first. I'll go Liam Farrell to score first. Wigan to win.
Good chance.
So we've only gone the one different, eh?
Yeah, on the Warrington-Salford Cup.
Warrington-Salford, the one different game of the weekend. Mate, it's going to be a great round, I'm telling you now. We've got some cracking games to look forward to.
Yeah, bro. It's going to be
I'll tell you what, that's going to wrap up round 3 of the Betfred Super League Round 3 preview and predictions. CJ, good luck on Friday morning, my friend, and I'll see you there for that stream. It should be a great one. All the best.
To you also. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a good game.
May the best team win. Thank you to everyone that tuned in to the Betfred Super League Round 3 preview and predictions. And until next time, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night for the podcast. Until then, see you later.